Hello traders. Welcome to today's Pairs of the Day update. Let's take a look at the latest movements and key factors affecting the British pound, GBP, US dollar, USD, and Canadian dollar, CAD. The British pound weakened against the US dollar, with the pound sterling to US dollar pair falling below 1.3150 and briefly dipping under 1.3100. This downward movement reflects a bearish pullback as the pound struggles to maintain a bullish outlook amid renewed demand for the US dollar, following weaker than expected US PMI data. Looking ahead, the British pound may see limited influence from domestic factors, as the UK's data calendar remains light with only final PMI figures for August on the schedule. Instead, market participants are likely to focus on key US economic releases, particularly labor data, which could drive broader market sentiment. The US dollar's outlook was impacted by disappointing manufacturing PMI data, which came in below expectations for August. The weaker data reignited fears of a potential US recession, prompting investors to reassess their market positions and driving a cautious tone in trading. All eyes are now on Friday's non-farm payrolls report, which is expected to be a key indicator ahead of the Federal Reserve's next rate decision on September 18th. A weaker-than-expected NFP print could reinforce expectations of an upcoming rate cut by the Fed, adding volatility to the market. The Canadian dollar is under watch as a 25 basis point rate cut by the Bank of Canada is anticipated due to weak economic growth, rising unemployment, and falling inflation. However, the impact on the US dollar to Canadian dollar pair might be limited, as the expected rate cut has already been factored into market prices. Currently, the Canadian dollar appears slightly overvalued, having rallied by 3% into the mid-1.34 range. A short-term retracement to around 1.36 is possible, with some potential for the CAD to settle near 1.35 against the US dollar by year-end. Now, let's move on to the technical analysis and check out the charts. We have opened the 4-hour chart of pound sterling to Canadian dollar. The price is currently moving around the 20-period moving average. The stochastic indicator is moving lower in the middle range, suggesting potential downward movement. For support and resistance levels, we have identified 1.7694 and 1.7615 as support, with resistance levels at 1.7796 and 1.7868. If the price moves lower, it may find support around 1.7694 and potentially extend down to 1.7615. On the upside, resistance could be encountered near 1.7796 or potentially extend towards 1.7868. Now, let's switch to the 4-hour chart of US dollar to Canadian dollar. The price is currently moving around the 20-period moving average. The stochastic indicator is crossing lower near the overbought area, suggesting a potential move lower. For support and resistance levels, we have identified 1.3502 and 1.3440 as support, with resistance levels at 1.3575 and 1.3641. If the price moves lower, it may find support around 1.3502 and potentially extend down to 1.3440. On the upside, resistance could be encountered near 1.3575 or potentially extend towards 1.3641. Always remember to consider your risk management strategy before entering any trades. That's it for today's update. See you in the next video.